wanted to make a defense for the Empire at some point. Like,
I'm absolutely going to make a defense of the Empire just because that's what's most fun. And because I know everybody that's sitting down in an audience thinks that they're on the side of the rebels, so it'd be really fun to like flip their whole world and realize that they're actually ISIS.
the rebels is ISIS.
The rebels are ISIS.
Okay.
And we are the Empire. So so it's maybe Dick Cheney is
Darth Vader?
Is Darth Vader?
He's Grand Moff Tarkin. Let's make him the old dude.
Dick Cheney's Darth Vader, and then whoever was really in charge, I guess you could say Bush or maybe some other shadow.
I would vice versa that. I think Cheney was in charge and Bush was just sort of the
right, but Cheney's still second in command.
Yeah, but he was whispering. He was
making all the decisions.
Yeah.
Cheney could be the emperor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fair. But it is interesting to look at, and maybe they want us to look at that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if we can think of another type of situation.
I mean, there's been a lot written about 1977 and the Vietnam War and its relationship to Star Wars and its relationship to the Vietnam War.
77 is when we got actually, ironically enough, I think it was 73 or 77 is when Kissinger signed a deal with Saudi Arabia to sell oil in U.S. dollars.
Right.
And that was because in the 70s, you have the gold standards taken away from the U.S. dollar.
That's
you have
right,
the U.S. dollar plummet. They have these lines for oil.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on.
Yeah,
So it's like
the whole
how do we-
OPEC crisis, oil crisis around that period.
Well, OPEC starts after, right?
So to manage that.
To manage that. So it's like, how do we maintain the value of the dollar? Okay, Saudi Arabia, we got your back. We're going to make sure nobody can fuck with you, make sure all your exports are good, none of your neighbors are going to attack you, et cetera. You just got to sell oil in American dollars and all the money left over at the end buy American debt securities.
Right.
And that stabilizes the economy. They create OPEC, this, that, the other. So 77, Hope comes out. Maybe he was, seeing the future. Maybe he saw what was going on. Or maybe he was reacting to what, France and England did in the Middle East when they just basically carved it up the same way they did with Africa.
This is yours, this is ours.
Creating tribal warfare and the fucked up situation we have right now.
Like in Rwanda, yeah. I mean, I think there's something interesting there, and I guess the point is like for all of that conversation we just had, ultimately, I think the film and the whole Star Wars universe for me is missing an element that I don't even need it to be politically. I don't even need it to be an allegory that makes sense. It can be anything, but it's missing the sense that makes that last scene on the beach when Diego Luna and Felicity Jones.
Why is it worth it?
Why is it worth it? I don't see it worth it. And my problem there is ultimately when the film like rolls out to the end and we have this big thing, I don't care.
I did. And here's why. At the end of the fucking day, this is a movie franchise about magical space ninjas.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm literally going, because you can dissect anything, especially sci-fi. Sci-fi is ripe to just take apart and because it's used, there's a lot of stuff you can make analogies for the real world because that's how we sort of frame it in our minds.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think people go to a Star Wars movie not to look at the socioeconomic fucking shit in our own world.
I don't think they should.
I know, but what you're saying, let me finish. What you're saying is you want more of that sort of realness to be put in for your personal engagement.
That's not what I'm saying.
Then what were you saying?
What I'm saying is that the film needs to set up a context for which makes me understand why the Empire is bad.
Oh, I think it does.
So
that's probably where you and I separate.
I'll be honest, I don't think it does.
Yeah.
No?
I think your whole argument is based on the fact that they blow up that planet for no reason. But we only think it's no reason because we don't know the context of starting the Empire in the first place. Why was
we do know the context because of the prequels. They literally fucking snaked their way through the Senate and the Republic, and the Emperor slowly took power, and basically he took like temporary power because it was a time of war, and then he just kept it, and then no one fucked with him, and then like he just kept taking and taking and taking.
Do you need to know all of that?
But you just said you want to. Just because it's not effective for you doesn't mean they don't say it.
What I'm saying is, don't you need to know at least a fraction of that? Like, do you have to have watched the prequels to understand that?
If you're looking for, you're
Putin.
looking.
So he's Putin.
Sure. Yeah. You're
trying to see what's going on.
Yeah,
here. Right.
You're saying you need that. I'm saying here it is where you need it.
But I don't see what he did was bad. Okay, so he consolidated power. Now he's a dictator. Now, like, when does he become Castro? So Castro was good in the beginning.
Right.
Consolidated power. Hey, everybody is going to be what I say. Da da da.
Well, he murders all the Jedi
initially.
In the prequels, he basically goes through a long systematic plan to murder all the Jedi, which are basically like the space police for good.
Yeah.
Right? Because they have honor and they help the galaxy, whatever. Okay. He literally makes sure that they are dead so he can do whatever he wants. Now, sure, maybe he's literally starting like farms and fucking Planned Parenthoods all over fucking space, but I seriously doubt it.
So what does he want to do that's bad?
rule everything and keep his sort of, I guess, people in power, I guess.
Is that bad?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
For everyone else, for those people that aren't it, I think the thing is you're always going to have a counterbalance to it no matter what. And I'm saying
So
for the
there's always
context,
going to be a rebellion.
Yeah,
Some people are just not going to be happy.
So the Jedi
is not
are basically
Star Trek.
some like militia in fucking Michigan, like those white dudes that get like AKs on the weekends and they go hang out.
no, because
people
the
that
Jedi
occupied
have
that,
Yeah, they
job.
occupied the thing in.
the Jedi have honor and had institution and were respected.
That's what they think.
No,
In
they
Michigan,
think
they
that,
think that's about
But
themselves.
the Jedi in this world, again, I have to defend it with the world's rules. That is true in this world, where those guys in fucking Michigan just think they're.
I bet you a lot of people respect the fact that those people were fighting for their rights and fighting for their
I'm
humanity.
going to come
and-
back to Amaryllis Fox, who says everyone thinks that they are the good guy
Sure.
in the conflict that they're in.
Sure.
But it's magical space ninjas, guys.
No, but
magical
we're
space
just
ninjas.
extrapolating a little bit. all I'm trying to say is
Well,
we act like the Jedis are these like really good, sweet guys, but the Jedis have lethal. I mean, bring it to like the mutant world. They have lethal killing power at their fingertips, and we just have to assume that they're going to do a good job. If Tony Stark was around, he'd be like, lock him up. We started talking about Civil War. It's like there are casualties that can happen because of these Jedis, and we're training more Jedis. Why would we be training more people to have superpowers to murder people?
Anakin kills all them right quick.
And we know they can go bad.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's you're volatile.
Sith, yeah.
You're volatile. You want to go to the dark side half the time.
My point is this: if you can't, I know.
Jedi's got to go. Would we allow Jedis in America? Hell no, we wouldn't.
If Jedis were actually like Jedis, we fucking should.
I don't think so. I don't believe it.
I
Get them the fuck out of here.
I don't for a second.
Deport Jedis.
Yeah,
Support
I
Jedis.
think there would be a wall built, like a big wall that could like fight off fucking lightsabers.
Absolutely.
It's magical
It's
space.
build a
ninjas.
wall.
They're a liability, okay? They're a liability. What if the Empire, honestly, what if the Empire had what if they were like Singapore, just a benevolent dictatorship?
Trying
You
to
just-
like do good.
Yeah, they're going to do good.
You're, you're both just trying to fucking get me.
Look, I know that you're invested in this. All I'm trying to say is you've never been to Singapore. It's a lovely place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
There's some silly rules.
Yep.
You can't buy gum.
Wait, you can't give blowjobs in Singapore, right?
Yeah, you can. Oh, yes, you can.
I thought fellatio was illegal in Singapore.
No, that's a complete lie.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait,
Being
you've
gay
investigated.
is illegal out there.
Right. You can't spit gum on the ground. You can't have public rallies in Singapore as well. Right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But like, it's really not as crazy as you think. Like, there's
It's
like
really-
drugs are fucked up. Like, if
It's
you
really
get caught with
nice.
drugs, they can kill you. Like, it's like
but-
death sentence.
But also, Singapore is like super nice,
Oh, it's
super
beautiful.
clean.
It looks like an Apple store.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole country. And this happened in 40 years, mind you. So they went from a jungle
Yeah.
to a super. I won't say superpower, but literally the financial power they're the Switzerland of Asia.
It looks like
in 30 fucking years.
It looks like
they didn't
an
have to
Apple
steal
store.
all the Jews' gold, like the fucking Swiss
Right.
did, and like build their entire economy off of drug money. Though they might do that shit, but I think they might be slightly more ethical than Switzerland.
Section 377 of the Singaporean state law says that
Wow, this took a turn.
Oral sex is only permissible if it is used as a precursor to conventional intercourse.
Oh, so it has
So you
to be
can't
illegal.
swallow.
No,
Yeah.
you can get someone going.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
can't
you couldn't
finish.
swallow.
it.
You couldn't
can't
finish because then.
You
Yeah.
can't just be doing oral sex. You can't just be giving out blowjobs on the street.
I'm so glad the only podcast about Rogue One has really nailed this
Can
down.
I tell you what this is about? They are like mathematicians to the core. Because I spoke to people about this. I was like, "What's up with some of these rules?" They're like mathematicians to the fucking core out there, and they're like just economists to the core. So there's like no minimum wage. There's like all these rules because they just literally believe in free market. So they're, I think, thing about
In Star Wars, at the Trade Federation,
okay. So yeah, I guess they're like that.
because Lucas literally made them a fucking stereotype in the prequels. But
He did?
Remember
Yeah,
the
they were
fish?
Jewish.
The fish.
They were Jewish.
No, the Jewish. No, the Jewish. The sort of looking dude was Watto, the junker.
Right.
Oh, you got the credits, that sort of fucking thing.
Yeah,
and then the other guys, the Trade Federation, were they were almost looked like fish, but they all talked like this.
Oh, so they were Singaporean.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
dope. So basically, they were like, everything is just about what makes sense. So I think abortion is legal there because they find it has a lower price on society.
Right.
So everything that is economically feasible for society, they will do. They just strip morality from it. So it's
Right.
not whether you think it's killing a kid or not. It's what costs society less. Okay, abortion is less of a tax on society. Okay, boom. Certain things about locking people up for certain crimes. They're like, it's not worth it financially for society to lock these people up for these crimes, so let's let them go.
So the interesting thing about the two rules that you just said, and the way we could relate it back to the empire,
We will not survive
that
this.
economics is great to an extent, but economics stripped of morality does deny people rights.
Or ultimately, it's they're basically like that thing where you basically take an IQ test and it says you get 100 on it, and it's like, oh, you got 100, you got to work in a factory for the rest of your life. And you're like, I want to be a ballet dancer.
Right,
and it's like, no, under the empire. Now, will society function better?
Sure.
Arguably, yes.
Yes.
On a macro
large
scale.
macro scale, but on a micro scale, it hurts little Jonathan's heart that he has to work in a factory. And
he
not
literally
be a ballet
can't
dancer.
take up tap.
He cannot take up tap, and that's all he
And little
wants to do.
Jonathan is going to become like a rebellious ballet dancer.
There it is. He is rebelling. So that's what the rebels are. To rebel against an entire empire, have all these people die just so he can do ballet.
And I will say this.
Piece of shit.
I will
That
say
piece
this
of
about
dog
that.
shit Johnny
I
is.
will say this.
Fuck Johnny.
The rebellion never had a
Dance
plan.
on your own fucking time.
The rebellion never had a plan of like, yay, we take down the empire. Now what?
Now what?
Oh,
Yeah.
now everything's
Yeah, it's
lawless.
chaos. It's Iraq.
Now it's your fucking post-apocalyptic shit.
That's right. It's communism versus capitalism, man.
So the one thing I want to get back to is
So Darth Vader, they get the plans. They go
you really want
to
to
the
finish
ship.
this movie.